this is our little walkthrough on the site and the work that needs to be done. So first of all, this is the site. It looks really ugly right now. I just kind of ripped it apart. The technology stuff to make it a lot faster and better. But it looks a little ugly, but it works. So the whole point of the site is to list trainings in a way that's easy and searchable. So you got to search over here with different things like I want to see only tactical stuff or survival stuff. Um, you can select which company it comes from and what state it's in, dates and times and tags. And right now you can see we only have one. I guess maybe you could think, oh, I'll search for other stuff. But I can tell you there's only one anywhere. And the task at hand is to add many more. So this is Graph CMS, and this is where we put all of our trainings, our events. The difference between trainings and events is, so this company, 5 Arrows, is a tactical company, and they do many trainings, right? So they do beginning pistol and shotgun, that's a training. But they may do it 2-3 times a month. They may do it once a week. So they do it over and over, and every time they do that, like on 319 in Light Little Creek, we call that an event. So it's a specific date and time that they're doing that specific training. But the training is, we call that part of the beginning pistol and shotgun. So that's just a bit of the verbiage, and it makes a little more sense when you come in here and you say, okay, here's an event in our little content editor. So I'm going to edit this. Here's an event, and it just references a training. So this is a link to a training we've already created. It's over here. And it gives a location, a date, and a link. And that's all an event is. We go to a training. And it says a lot more information. The name, a link to a company, the type that it is, the price that it is, any tags, a description, images that go with it. So we go to company. So really our whole goal is to add events, but in order to add an event, we have to reference a training, and to add a training, we have to reference a company. And so that's the reason that I think I've said the more that we do this, the easier that it will get. Because we'll have all the companies in, we'll have all their trainings in, and it'll just be a matter of coming into an event and saying, okay, this company's doing this thing on the 26th, come in here to the event, link the training, say the 26th, and right, that's just really, really easy. So where do we get the events? We're not actually going to use this website here. This is called Clover. It's a very nice little website, but I was using it with Ashley, and we found it just wasn't super good for communicating what events to add. But I will provide you a list like this. We can talk on the phone about what medium we want to use to share the list. But there will be a list, and I will keep adding events to it, and you will I'll keep adding lists to the bottom, and you will go through from the top and go to them and check them off. So here's 3 of our companies: 5 Arrows, Warrior Poet, and Fieldcraft Survival. I've got them up in here. So one of the things to notice is, like, this is how our website adds value for people, is that these websites are super different. Some of them are really pretty good. This one's not bad at all. You can search by location, you can search by date, kind of. That's all. Warrior Poet is literally just a PDF with links, with a list of all the ones for the year. And this is some ancient piece of crap technology that you can't do anything at all on. So let's just say that we are going to go ahead and do this. So 5 Arrows. We'll go over here to 5 Arrows, and we need to add the Tactical Carbine level 1 on March 26th. So right here, March 26th, Tactical Carbine level 1. So I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to try and add the event. We may need to add a training if it doesn't exist. Tactical carbine, level 1. Alright, so that's already added. We'll just link it. The location, it's in Lytle Creek again. There it is, that's set. It was March 26th, I don't remember the time. March 26th, 9 a.m. to 2:30. So we go March 26th, 9 a.m. to March 26th to, oh, that's 2 a.m. Hold on. 2, no, yes, 2:30. I don't really love this thing, but I didn't make this stuff, so we do our best here. 9 a.m. to 2:20:30. So that's, and there you go. And a link, we just do our best with the links. Some places like these nicer websites, you could actually click this and go to the actual event. But for this, all they have is this one page with this bit of info. So we just put that link, save that. All right, so what happens technically behind the scenes is that when you save an event, I have a bunch of code written that says, oh, someone saved an event, and it takes this information that you provided and it kind of enriches it. It does a bunch of cool stuff. And one thing we might be able to see from this is if you go to the event, so this is called our schema, our model, and these are the fields that we just saw, and there are many more. And so this is what's happening under the hood. Is a bunch of code is looking at the fields you made and the training that's linked, and then providing a bunch more information, all for the sake of the website being able to run all nice. Okay, so when you create stuff, it's in draft mode. So right now, if we went to the website, we're not going to see a second event show up. But if we publish it, just make sure everything's published. It's got some weird behavior if you publish an event, but the training that's linked to it isn't published, so it won't work right. So we just got to make sure you get everything published. It can be kind of a pain. Right, looks like everything's published. So we go back to the website and give this a reload. There we go. There's our other event. You can check this out. It's got the training information. Excuse me, sorry. And there we go. Our link works. We can go see it. And so come here. Done. And so that is the task. It gets a little more complicated as we come in here and we have to add the training, but really, not much different. It's more information where you look at what's on the screen and you put information in about it. And then again, if we have a new company and we have to put them in, Ashley and I will also be working on this to add things like the companies and trainings. And really what we want to do is get to the point where, and it doesn't even take that long. Ashley and I have gotten there before we got poor and we had to kind of scrap the site, which is why we have to start over. You get to the point where all the companies and trainings are in, and then it will just be, you come in once a day, twice a week, once a week, whatever it takes, and we'll have a nice list of all the new events, and you can go to them and throw all the events in, and we'll have a really nice, rich, very useful website here for our users. All right, that's it. We can talk about this more and look at it more together if you like.